today. Our focus is going to be on the conference on Kona Island from November 8th until 12th. Today our special guest is Bob Duglin. He is the Vice President of NACTA and Sales Industry Relations Manager. My name is Lorene Romero. I am going to be your webinar moderator for today. Before we start, I would like to do a little bit of housekeeping to keep everybody on track. We are all on mute, and that is because Bob is in a room of people. We want to be able to keep any outside sounds and distractions to the minimum. On the right-hand side of the panel, you will find a box that says questions. Anytime during this call, you are free to put a question in the question box, and we will read it during the Q&A session. I will also be putting myself on mute to be able to keep out any additional sounds, but I will be back at the end of the session. We will have the Q&A session ready to go at the end, and at that time, Bob will be announcing what the two raffle prizes are along with the qualifications. So you will need to stay on the call till the very end where he will announce what the qualifications and what the two items are. This is being recorded, and we will put it on the NACTA website to have it archived for future listening. Bob, I would like to turn the reins over to you. I know you have a full schedule going, and we have many, many speakers today. So I'm turning the reins over to you now.
Great. Mahalo, Lorene. Appreciate all you do. And aloha, everyone. We are live from Kona this morning. My name is Bob Duglin. As Lorene said, I'm NACTA's VP of Sales and Industry Relations. With me today, I have the Director of Leisure Sales for the Hawaii Island Visitors Bureau, Deanna Isbister, as well as Chris Colvin and Ulana Kanda from the Sheraton Kona Resort. So we all are going to give you a little bit of introduction, talk to you about our conference, and of course the beautiful hotel and beautiful island that we're at. This is a very special webinar today. Not only do we have our very valuable members on board, we have most of our NACTA staff, Don, Lisa, and of course Emily, and a lot of our ASTA colleagues from Washington are also with us. So welcome to you, and a lot of our supplier partners that are going to be coming out. You're on the line too, and we thank you for being here. So with three presentations this morning, we'll quickly get to it, and we should have some time for question and answer at the end. I am right now sitting kind of the other side of that swimming pool in a meeting room here at the Kona Resort. This place is very, very special. You can see our conference this year is November 8th to November 12th at the Sheraton Keauhou Bay. If you look on the left, you'll see the porte cochere. That's what you're going to see as you come into the hotel. Incredibly beautiful and inviting. And if you look at this hotel on the right-hand side, you'll see that it's directly on the ocean. And you don't see a lot of that, but a lot of you'll be able to open up the windows and hear the ocean at night or have your coffee in the morning. It's really a magical place. And a couple other shots from the Sheraton Kona Resort. Rays on the Bay, the restaurant in the upper left. Picture of the lobby on the right. You can see a great underwater shot. This is where the manta rays are at night. It's a very famous bay, Keauhou Bay, for the manta rays. And let's talk about what the NACTA conference is all about. And like many of our conferences, it's about networking, education, and workshops. This year it's very special because of the Hawaii destination training. It's also very special because you'll be networking with a lot of local Hawaii-based vendors and working with Deanna and her colleagues on the other islands to bring these folks in so that this is not a regular conference, speaking with a lot of our mainland suppliers, but also a lot of people that have very local and experiential products. We hope to give you an in-depth understanding of all that Hawaii Island has to offer. Of course, we'll be reconnecting with our colleagues both from NACTA and ASTA, and we'll be learning about what's new with NACTA. And as you know, Ann always makes some major announcements about what's coming up for the next year, and I know she's got some great things planned for us. Now, who's going to be attending? We expect 60 of our supplier partners from the mainland, again, the local Hawaii-based suppliers. Of course, most of our NACTA chapter directors, our regional directors, and our staff will be there. We'll have a general session with some special guest speakers. We'll have a special Engage with ASTA session as we had last year. And so far this year, we have well over 300 registrations to date, probably topping 350. This is the first year we may actually sell out a conference, so that's very exciting, but it's also important for those that aren't registered that you register. Let's go over what we're going to be doing day by day. On Sunday, November 8th, independent arrivals, come in as you can. For those on the call that are our chapter directors, we will have our chapter director meeting in that mid part of the afternoon. So if you can get to Kona either the night before or that day so you can make the meeting, that's great. Discounted transfers will be available. That's part of my trip here to Hawaii, is work with the transportation companies to get that information. And then in the evening we'll have our welcome reception, and just met this morning with people from the hotel, and they've got some absolutely incredible plans to make this a welcome with local culture you'll never forget. Monday, November 9th, we'll start off with our general session. We'll have a local keynote speaker. We've got a Hawaii product panel and Hawaii Visitors Bureau certifications. We've got some great Build Your Business workshops that we're planning. We'll have our trade show, and we're working on a wonderful enchanting evening in Hawaii. And if you notice the title, Enchanting Evening in Hawaii, doesn't say exactly what we're going to do yet. We've got a couple things that are out there, but I guarantee you it's something that will make the trip worth coming for. Tuesday, November 10th, we'll have our supplier engagement sessions in the morning. This will be a great chance for you to meet all of our supplier partners and our local supplier partners face-to-face, hear what's new, hear what they have to offer. We're going to have a great lunch panel that day. We're going to do some destination updates. And right now the plan is to go into Kona and to do a walking tour in Kona and have some special events. Can I talk about any of those special events?
Yeah, we do want to feature Kailua Kona, historic Kailua Kona. So we've got a lot of things, including being at the Hulihe'e Palace, and we'll be right on the ocean too. So I think lots in store for everybody to explore the town that day.
Yep, absolutely beautiful little town here. Wednesday, November 11th, this is the extra day we added to the conference that we're going to give you the opportunity to experience Hawaii Island. So we'll have little fam trips you'll be able to choose from during the day, going out to various parts of the island. And this is the most diverse of all the Hawaii Islands. So there's snow-capped mountains here. We're right on the ocean. There's snorkeling. There's one of the largest ranches in the country, right?
Right, yeah.
So you've got a Paniolo cowboy culture. Then that evening we'll have our Gala Awards dinner, as we have every year. We're planning on that to be another spectacular event. It'll be hard to top last year, but it'll be terrific. And on this experience, Hawaii Island Day, and it's tentative what the plans are, but we want you to see what's here. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, if you're watching the news, you can see that the volcano is very active right now. And what's the website? Well, you'll probably have it in your presentation.
I will, yeah.
Of course, we've got snorkeling, water events, meet the Paniolo, the Hawaiian cowboys, a few miles up the road. Farm to table. Hawaii Island was farm to table before there was such a thing. So, they pioneered that here. Visit the beautiful waterfalls on the lush side of Hawaii Island and learn about the Hawaiian culture and history. This bay that we're on right now is very historical from what I've been told. Thursday, November 12th, that's our wrap-up day. We're working on some cultural experiences. We have our Engage with ACTA session. The conference will conclude. Then you'll have airport transfers for a variety of post-conference fans, return flights, and we also have a special rate, 3 days extended beyond the conference, if you just want to stay here at this beautiful hotel. Then, what's involved outside of the conference? These are the other things you can choose from. Sheraton Kona Resort, well, rooms are available, $129 per night with waived resort fee, 3 days pre and post and while you're here. We have a seminar at sea on the Pride of America with Norwegian. October 30th, we're going to do a one-night pre-cruise fam, let you get here, get you in a hotel, and a little tour and transfer to the ship. Then the 31st to the 7th, you're going to be on the ship. You're going to be in Kona and Hilo and Kauai and Maui, and you're going to get some great experiences. And we're working on special fam days on each of the islands for those participating. There aren't too many cabins left. It's close to sold out. So if you're interested, you may want to look at that. November 8th to 12th, that's our conference itself in Kona. Then afterwards, from the 12th to 15th, we have experiences on 6 different islands. We have 3 fams here on Hawaii Island. We have 2 fams in Maui. One in Maui, the other is also Molokai and Lanai, which make up Maui Nui. and then we have a FAM on Kauai. Most of these FAMs are close to being sold out, if not sold out, so it's something you want to register for. If it comes up as sold out, put yourself on the wait list. Another thing I'm doing here is adding and determining what we can do to add to it. Then we have a special FAM on Oahu. It's a Master Specialist FAM for agents only. It's 5 days. There's a qualification link to the site. This is a great in-depth way to get to learn to sell an island and to be qualified and certified in it. We do them with Hawaii Island. We did one last December. So it's something NACTA does on an ongoing basis with the Master Specialist FAMs. So we hope to have some more next year for you on that area. Pre-conference cruise, October 31st and November 7th, on Norwegian's Pride of America. Now, if you're going to participate in this, you've got to fly into Honolulu. And then when the cruise ends on November 7th, you've got to fly over from Honolulu into Kona. So that's the arrangements that you'll need to make. If you look at the bottom, NACTAconference.com, that's where you find all the information on the conference itself. Now, this is really not your typical conference, and you feel it from the moment you land here. I felt it this morning when I had breakfast with the general manager and the directors of sales and catering at the hotel. They're asking me, what can we do to enhance this experience? What can we do to make it more? They're not there to sell. They're here to make this a wonderful event for you and have you feel what the Aloha spirit is. It's not a tourism slogan. And Deanna, you've taught me this. Do you mind reading?
Sure, yeah. For the acronyms, Aloha. So, Akaha'i means kindness, to be expressed tenderness. Lokahi, meaning unity, expressed with harmony. Olu olu, meaning agreeable, expressed with pleasantness. Ha'a, meaning humility, expressed with modesty. Ahunui, meaning patience, expressed with perseverance. So it's like, Bob mentioned, the Aloha spirit is everywhere. And in welcoming all the NACTA ohana, or family, to the island, we want to ensure that we're sharing that and teaching that spirit as well. So we're looking forward to, again, everyone coming over to Hawaii Island.
And now here's some of the nuts and bolts. Again, you go to NACTAconference.com. Registration fee is only $249 for NACTA and ASTA members. If you're not a member, we have a registration rate that will give you membership that's a little bit discounted. Through our partnership with the Hawaii Visitors Bureau, there's a $100 airfare credit that you receive for registration. Details on that are on the site on how to claim that. And you can use that for your inter-island air, your trans-Pacific air. This is for travel agents only, unfortunately, not for our supplier partners. And one thing that's key, we have agent room rates that start at $129 per night with no resort fee. That's really a terrific rate, but it's also a limited rate. This hotel is only so big. There's only so many rooms. Chris, I think we busted out twice what our allocation was. Mm-hmm. So, if you want to get that rate, if those rooms are available, please go ahead and register, make your reservation now. Now, your process for the air credit, you choose the date, the airline, or the departure city. Pick through your preferred source, whether you do it yourself as a GDF, through a wholesaler with the airline website. And your credit can be toward North America to Hawaii or within Hawaii. And the guidelines are available again at NACTAconference.com. We also have a limited pot of money for this air credit. And with the number of registrations we have now, that pot is starting to run out. So if you are registered for the conference already and you haven't made your airfare, I recommend you do it. If you're not registered for the conference and you want to get that air credit, please go ahead and register now. And that $100 air credit brings that registration fee down to $149. And when you figure all the meals, all the networking events are included, you can't stay home for that. I want to say a big mahalo to our partners, to the Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau, to Deanna, for without these folks, this couldn't happen. To this beautiful Sheraton Kona Resort and Spa, to Starwood Hotels and Resorts, who've been such a great partner, as of our friends in Fort Lauderdale, my home, and Holland America, which has been a great partner this year as well. Now, again, register today, the $100 air credit conference rate, NACTAconference.com, and again, agents only, limited air credit with conference registration based on availability. And we have our NACTA logo. And one last thing here, we want to thank you for your time. For our supplier partners online, if you're not registered, you can go to NACTAconference.com, look for suppliers on that link. That'll take you over, show you the participation that you get as a supplier. You You'll get to exhibit at the trade show. You'll be in the round tables. And you can also come to all the networking events and meals. So it's a good opportunity for you to have a lot of face time with what's probably going to be 400 travel professionals that are here. We have a prize drawing that will be afterwards we'll talk about for those that stay on the call. We have dinner for two at Ray's on the Bay, compliments of the Sheraton Kona Resort, and a Hawaii Island gift basket from the Big Island Visitors Bureau. Now I've got to do a little bit of quick housekeeping here. We're going to switch over, and I'm going to bring up Deanna's slides, and I'm going to turn this over to someone who is far better at this than I. Deanna.
Mahalo, Bob. Aloha, everyone. Aloha kakahiaka. Good morning from beautiful Kona. And again, we're so excited for the conference and welcoming you in November to our island. So again, my name is Deanna Ispister. My contact information below if you might have some questions after our presentation. But the main reason I'm here is to get you over here. For those who haven't signed up, support NACTA. We want as many people to come to the conference as possible. For our island, you know, many of you I've talked to, and this will be your first time, many returning, okay? And so a little bit about Hawaii Island. Of course, the largest island, the youngest island in the state. If you're on the East Coast, the size of Connecticut. If you're on the West Coast, the size of LA. But then again, we've got less of that population, so it means uncrowded. Get out there, explore, drive. We want you to see the island. We've got our two full-service airports, home to all but two of the world's major climate types. So we talk about unique, we talk about diverse. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, our #1 attraction, is a volcano. Did you know it's almost as large as the island of Oahu itself? And home to Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes, and also Mauna Loa, world's most massive mountain. So a lot of unique qualities, characteristics about our island. If you're up at Mauna Kea, it's actually the world's tallest mountain if you measure it from the ocean's base to peak. And stargazing is a very popular activity there. On the east side of the island, you've got Akaka Falls, and it's actually the state's tallest sheer drop waterfall. And if you're down South Point on our island, you're actually on the most southern U.S. point. So a lot of, again, great unique qualities for our island. So our guests, when we welcome them, who are they? So active, adventurous, once-in-a-lifetime experience. That's what they're looking for. And that's why we want to share that with all of you, because we want you to feel that same exact way. And it's really easy to get over here. You can see our two major airports here, but nonstop service from majority of the West Coast cities, also extending out to Denver. So a lot of air options for you to get out here on the Hilo side. Flights coming in directly from Los Angeles. And this is kind of to show you that whatever your interests are, okay, there's something to do on every side of the island. So again, highly encourage everybody explore. Okay, we want you to get out there, see what we're about. And we also want to share history, we want to share culture. So very important for us, we are the birthplace, our island, of Kamehameha. King Kamehameha the Great. So in honor of his birthplace up north and in Hilo also, we do have two statues. So you'll find throughout the coast, you know, throughout our national parks here, a lot of history incorporated into our island. 5 national parks you'll find located on our island. So within the state of Hawaii, there are 8. So it's very exciting to say that we do have 5 national park sites that we want to share with our visitors as well. And again, you know, we love to go ahead and share history, culture, let our, you know, hear our rangers talk as well. So #1 attraction again, we want you to visit Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, nps.gov/HAVO, or Hawaii Volcano is where you want to go to see what's the latest on what's happening with the volcano. And, you know, again, so much things to do up at the volcano. So it's about exploring. It's about getting up there. It's about seeing what the island is about. So mesmerizing flow. So just that picture alone, you know, makes you want to be there. And as Bob can probably attest to, you know, a lot of people think of us as a volcano island, but beautiful coastal areas as well. Beautiful waterfalls, cliffs, and valleys. Akaka Falls, again, state park on the Hamakua coast, someplace you want to be, okay? Visit the waterfalls that are out there. Visit the botanical gardens. Explore all of our island farms throughout the island. So whether it be floral, like orchid and sturgeons, we all know about our macadamia nuts. But we do have vanilla. Okay? We're known for Kona coffee. Our mushroom, Hamakua mushroom farm. We even have the honey farm that's here as well. And we're right here in Kona country, so Kona Coffee Belt, explore some of the coffee farms that are here also. They'll teach you how to pick the beans, and there's some that even have you roast the beans so that you can take it home as well. Bob talked about Paniolo, which is cowboy. Okay? We want you to learn about the history of ranching on our island. So whether you just want to get up there, okay, up in that terrain, beautiful views, horseback riding, ATV, there's options too to get out there. Visit one of the ranch homes that are there. Visit Kahua Ranch. Okay? It's a living, a working ranch that's out there that does sunset barbecues with the cowboys at night. So very, very unique. Okay? If you're adventurous, of course, we've got zip lines, ATV, waterfall hikes, take a helicopter, see the volcanoes. So again, lots of adventure to share. And the beautiful ocean waters as well. So when you're in Kona, coming out to the Kona coast, you'll experience that too. So sometimes it's just like looking into an aquarium. So take advantage of that when you're here. Make sure you come out here. And one of the things that you'll see right here from the Sheraton Kona, right out at Keauhou Bay here, evening swim with our gentle giants or our manta rays. Okay? So again, we talk about unique adventures, a once in a lifetime. So imagine yourself out here at the point out here and overlooking and seeing everybody enjoying their evening with the mantas. Okay, we encourage everyone, farmers market. There's always going to be one nearby. In fact, there's one right here on Sheraton on Wednesdays as well. But on our website, it'll tell you all the locations of the farmers market. Okay, so we highly encourage you. And if you're looking again for beaches, shopping, we've got that also. So just heading up north, our island, okay, within there has top-rated beaches. We've got great shops that we can share with you. We want you to do the educational, visit our museums as well. So do explore Hilo. This happens to be the Imiloa Astronomy Center, where you can see astronomy meets Hawaiian culture. But interactive, great for families, so something you can recommend. And more on Imiloa, Sky Talks, Mauna Kea Sky Talks, Family Days, lots and lots of programs, planetarium shows. So highly encourage you to take a look at that, explore Hilo. And a lot of people are discovering the beauty of the botanical gardens throughout our island as well. So just imagine being out there, a waterfall that's right there, taking the stroll, ending up at the ocean at one of the botanical gardens. So you can see the beauty here of the valley, the ocean. Okay? This is Hawaii Tropical Botanical Garden, a garden in a valley on the ocean. Another one in Hilo, okay, continuing on that. Nanimau Gardens, if you're in that area. So again, focusing on the beautiful gardens of our island. Okay? And Akatsuka Orchid Center, Orchid Gardens, you know, where there's a tour where those can make a orchid to take home as well. I think Bob's in this picture.
Yeah, and my orchid's doing well.
You are doing well? Okay. Okay. And then on the Kona side, see, so talk about unique. You know, did you know we have a seahorse farm here, the only one, okay? And they raise seahorses that are sent to aquariums throughout the world. So Ocean Rider, and this is near the airport. So a lot of unique activities that our island offers. And someplace you'll be, okay, is Kailua Village area. This happens to be the Kokua Kailua Village Stroll once a month, okay, on Sundays. So they will close down Ali'i Drive. There's music. Hulihe'e Palace is there. So some stand imagine that we'll be on Ali'i Drive, but you can stroll the shops, the restaurants. There's history with the museum. Mokuaikawa Church, the oldest Christian church in Hawaii, is located on Ali'i Drive as well. So that's historic Kailua Village that we'll be spending some time at. And we always say, you know, we always want to say, take take advantage of anything that's going on the island. So island events, whether it be cultural, okay, family, language, dining, food festivals, okay. Lots of things happen on our island. I encourage you to check that out too. But one thing I wanted to mention is that you're very close to being here with the November 6th to 15th Kona Coffee Cultural Festival. So a lot of things are happening. I think you'll be catching part of it here, including at the hotel. So this is actually Hawaii's oldest food festival, the Kona Coffee Cultural Festival. So I do want to turn it over to U'ilani, but before I do, I just want to say and extend a big mahalo nui to all of you who have registered. Encourage those who have not to get on there. You've got some great offers and rates and air credits to take advantage, and we here on the island would absolutely love to welcome you and share the island spirit with you as well. So a big mahalo nui loa for joining the webinar today, and we'll see you in November.
Okay, mahalo, Deanna, and as you can see, this truly is absolutely, to me, the most beautiful and amazing place on earth. We're all in the travel industry. We get a chance to go many places, but there aren't any as unique and beautiful as we have here. Now we're going to do a little bit of quick housekeeping here. I'm going to turn this over to my friend U'ilani Kanda from the Sheraton Kona Resort and Chris Colvin. Ui, let me see here. It looks like you're there. All right. Thank you for that, Lorene. Ui, all yours.
Aloha and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on this call. We're so very excited to welcome the 2015 NACTA conference. And here we have a picture. Welcome to the Sheraton Kona Resort and Spa at Keauhou Bay. We're nestled on 22 oceanfront acres on Ka'ukulai'ai Point at the mouth of Keauhou Bay. Once the home of Hawaiian royalty, Keauhou Bay is an area steeped in culture and represents significant changes in Hawaiian history. We're located just 15 miles from the Kona International Airport, 5 miles from historic Kailua Village, and just 2 hours from the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, the closest resort on the Kona Kohala coast. Also neighboring Kona Country Club with breathtaking oceanfront golfing set to reopen this summer. We've recently completed a $20 million renovation on all rooms, meeting space, social spaces, and restaurants, and refocused the experience to center on our Hawaiian cultural experience. Upon arrival, guests are greeted by the ohekapala, the Hawaiian stamping tools that we use for prints, honoring our ancestors and heritage right as you welcome. We've partnered with Sig Zane, renowned Hawaii designer, who's ingrained the culture of Keauhou into the fabrics of the hotel. Whether it be the employee uniforms, the beautiful artwork displays around the property, or the custom fabrics in the room, the essence of Keauhou is captured in every part of the resort. The guest rooms were beautifully updated, bringing in warm, inviting colors. Rooms are very spacious and well appointed, comfortably accommodating up to 4 in a room. Each room has its own private lanai to take in the views of the lush Keauhou mountainscape or perhaps sweeping ocean views of the Pacific. All rooms have the signature Sheraton Suite sleeper beds and bedding, and Sig Zane artwork is continuous throughout. After checking into the room, guests want to visit the Flying Fish. The Flying Fish is our outfitter store where you can plan your Hawaii Island exploration. Here you'll rent bicycles, snorkel equipment, body boards, maybe grab some sunscreen and a few local retail items. And if you didn't rent a car, well, this is where our Hertz desk is. Our helpful concierge staff is also located here to help you with it all. Jump on a Fairwind cruise to famous Kealakekua Bay, dive with the mantas on the double-hulled sailing canoe named Kini Kini, or watch the sunset and gaze at the stars atop the world's tallest mountain, Mauna Kea. Now that you have your plan, sunscreen, and snorkel equipment, you can head down to Keauhou Bay where snorkeling, stand-up paddleboarding, and kayaking are all available. And if ocean activities aren't for you, not to worry. The Sheraton Kona has the best oceanfront pool experience on the coast. We have 2 pools that meander through the property, connecting in the center by a small water slide. The oceanfront pool, called Holua Pool, sits at the ocean's edge of the property with the Pacific Ocean as your centerpiece. With this pool comes a 200-foot water slide, 2 hot tubs, a sandy bottom children's pool, and oceanfront cabanas. Dining at the Sheraton Kona brings guests into the heart of the Big Island. A largely agrarian and fishing community, the Big Island offers our culinary team the freshest produce and seafood we can ask for. Aina Kai, where the land meets the ocean, brings together the bounty of Keauhou. Open daily for breakfast, Aina Kai offers a great selection of a la carte items and a fantastic breakfast buffet, included in our breakfast package offers. Keauhou Bay Coffee Company offers guests a great grab-and-go option for lighter fare breakfasts and lunch. Here we serve Mama's Kona coffee, grown on the slopes of Hualalai in Keauhou. Here we honor our kupuna, Auntie Lily Ha'aneo Kong, affectionately known as Mama, with her picture on the wall with the saying written, Iulu no kalala ike kumu, meaning, without our ancestors, we would not be here. Auntie Lily shares with us her stories of growing up here in Keauhou and continues to share with us her heritage through her coffee. Holua is our poolside bar and grill, offering fantastic lunch options and also pauhana, or happy hour selections. Holua means slide in Hawaiian and honors the national historic landmark Kona NACTA, the holua that sits on the hillside above the Sheraton Kona. The Hawaiian Olympic Games, known as the Makahiki, were held here in Keauhou. Slide racing and surfing were the main attractions for the ali'i, or royalty. Whoever made it to the finish line at He'eia Bay first would win. And now we've come to Rays on the Bay, Hawaii's only restaurant with nightly manta ray viewing. Featuring live local entertainment and amazing Kona sunsets, the culinary team led by Chef de Cuisine, Jason Mala, takes guests on a journey with island-inspired cuisine boasting local produce, seafood, and flavors. On the way to Rays on the Bay, stop by the Manta Learning Center. Here, guests can learn about how these gentle giants behave and exist in our waters, and also how to interact with them and also help protect them. Ho'ola Spa is our oceanfront, full-service spa offering a variety of treatments. Shown in this picture is our oceanfront outdoor treatment room, allowing the sounds of the waves and warm breezes to mesmerize their guests during their service. Keauhou in Hawaiian means a new current. Some of the most pivotal moments in Hawaiian history took place here. The Sheraton Kona Resort and Spa at Keauhou Bay honors the culture, history, and people of Hawaii. By sharing stories of the land through personal connections, art, and cuisine, guests are left with a true sense of place. This is our makana, or gift, to our guests. These are pictures of the welcome the NACTA Hawaii Island Specialist fam experienced just a few months ago. Auntie Tutu is our gem, whom we're so proud to share with our guests. Auntie Tutu brings a warmth and sense of ho'okipa, or hospitality, with every interaction she has. Guests have a great time with her during our ukulele and hula lessons, right here in our lobby. She also shared her wonderful stories with our NACTA fam, seen in the lower right picture. We had quite the enchanting evening. Sure did. Cultural tours are available daily, from lei making, hula lessons, and ukulele lessons with Auntie Tutu, to historic walking tours by land and sea. It is our privilege to share our culture and history of Keauhou. And last, but definitely not least, we have the Haleo Luau show held on Monday nights at the Sheraton Kona. Island Breeze Entertainment Company does such a fantastic job with this show. They share the stories and history of Keauhou through the arts of hula and Polynesian dance and music. Mahalo again for having me this morning. We look forward to welcoming the 2015 NACTA Conference in November to the Sheraton Kona. Mahalo.
Mahalo. We appreciate the wonderful presentation on this beautiful property. And now at this point, Lorraine, do we want to take a little time, open up for some questions? One thing I want to mention, too, that I found out this morning is there's a Hertz car rental desk in the hotel lobby, and we do have some discounted rates from Hertz for the conference. So you'll be able to transfer in here, pick up or drop a car. Lisa, are you online? If not, I'm not sure if we have the discounted rates on our website. Hey there. Do we have the Hertz rates on our site yet?
I don't believe we do.
Okay. I'll send you over that information. And was talking with Matt here at the hotel this morning, the general manager. He said they'd work with Hertz to make sure there's enough cars. And with that special rate for our members, it's another great added plus that our partners here are doing for us in Hawaii.
And also, too, Bob, I was wondering, maybe we could show them a little bit about the conference registration site. Kind of maneuver through that really quick so they know that where to look for updates on the agenda, on the listing of exhibitors, air credit transfer or air credit information.
Okay. My sound wigged out a little bit when I did that, so I don't know if that hurt the bandwidth. Can you hear me, Lisa?
Yep, I see your screen.
Okay, great.
I can hear you.
And Lisa, you built this website and worked so hard on it. Do you wanna walk us through it, or would you like me to do it?
I apologize. My voice is kind of going in and out. It's very scratchy, so I would hate to cough on everybody's ears. So if you don't mind, just kind of maneuver through and stuff. I think that'll probably be the best option at this point.
Sure, I will do. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for doing all this. As everyone knows, without Lisa, we really wouldn't have so much of the wonderful assets that we do with marketing and our conferences. This is the landing page for NACTAconference.com. I just want to scroll down and show a couple of things here. Agenda, pricing, pre and post FAMs, exhibitors, and register now. So if you're an exhibitor partner, you want to click on the exhibitors list. That'll also show you where you can ship material or register for your hotel, find out any additional information. And so we go across the top, we have a tab for pricing with the registration link, the NACTA and ASTA member rate of $249, the guest rate, and the rate for U.S. and international travel consultants that are not members who want to participate. And then we head over to the agenda. And, you know, this is in process right now, what we discussed and what we went over. We'll always be doing updates and changes to enhance this for you. We have an amazing array of FAMs that we reviewed earlier. And as I look at the pictures, I also want to say mahalo to Ui and Deanna. You've interspersed so many of the pictures with NACTA agents on our NACTA Master Specialist FAM in there. So I'm sure many in the audience, you know, you've seen yourself in there. Here's the special rates, how to book the hotel, how to get your air allowance, what the credit is, and the link to claim the credit. Where the checks take about 4 to 6 weeks. I think they're actually coming out quicker than that for you. So you can find all that information there. And again, thanks to the Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau for working with us on that. Contact us. If you have questions, you can put them through this site, or you can contact my colleagues, Lisa Watson or Don McGahey. Don handles registration. Don's at dmcgahey@NACTA.com. Don, you're on the line. Thank you. And, of course, as is Ann, you know, our president. Again, here's the exhibitor link, or this is the list of the exhibitors that are currently signed up. This is constantly changing. So you can see there's a wonderful variety on here of partners, and we will be adding to this list, particularly with many folks from here in Hawaii. So again, we ask you register now. You have any questions, let any of us know. You can reach me by email. I'm at rduglin@NACTA.com. I'll be here for the next few days working and planning on all of these events for you, including discounted transfers from the airport to the hotel and vice versa. Lisa, is there anything I may be forgetting? Or Don? Or Ann?
One thing, too, is that we are offering a promotion to those who are not members of NACTA. We do have a non-member rate that does include a 1-year NACTA membership, and that does give you some money, some saving value right there. So if you are not a member of NACTA, this is a great time to take advantage of both a great event to experience a great destination, along with a discounted 1-year NACTA membership as well. So that's a great value. And also, too, again, The registration site URL is simply nactaconference.com. So if you have already registered for it, and
Lisa? There we go. Are you back, Lisa?
can you hear me?
There we go. You're back. Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows where to go is nactaconference.com to find this information and also to register.
Great. And of course, with that NACTA membership, you get so much value for that, including many of our local chapters and so many additional benefits that you can see on NACTA.com, which you receive for that. So if anyone else has any questions or comments, I'll ask Lorene if you see anyone that has their hand raised online that has any questions.
I do. There's several that have gone into the question box. So just a reminder, if you do have questions, put them in the question box, and I will read them before we end this conference. On the website, someone's asking about the discounted transfers from the airport to the hotel and back. Did you say that that will be posted soon?
That'll be posted in the next few weeks. We've got plenty of time to book that. You'll be able to do that right up before you arrive. So don't worry about that. And we'll work with Lisa to make sure we get email communication out on that when that's available.
Perfect. Thank you. One of our agents asked if you could show the screen again for the Aloha breakout that you had.
Trying to think what the Aloha breakout was.
It was
on your presentation or a.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. Okay. The meaning of the word aloha. Yes. Okay. And if anybody would like a copy of this slide, send me an email to rduglin@nacta.com. I'd be happy to share this with you. Are there any other questions, Lorene?
Yep. There are other questions. They are wondering if you have a time yet for when the conference is ending on Thursday.
We're finalizing that hopefully the next day or two, certainly by next week. We're targeting to end this late morning, early afternoon at the very latest, so that people can catch 2 and 3 o'clock flights for the FAMs on the other islands.
All right. And another question is, which is the best FAM for a handicapped person with a wheelchair or scooter?
Yeah, the action adventure probably would be rough. Right. And how about the national parks?
National parks, yeah, and the transportation companies that we use do have accessible, and as far as areas, you'll be able to visit, within and see everything. It's not that you'll miss anything. You just won't be venturing into areas that are inaccessible. So if you're interested in the national park series, that might be a good one for you.
And yeah, if the person asking, if you want to contact me, let me know what you want to do. I'll check with the people, because the problem with the geography is sometimes you're dealing with rocks and mountains and lava. So it's hard enough for people that aren't handy-capable to be able to do it. So I just want to make sure we're getting you the right thing where you're going to be comfortable.
And the right island.
The right island for sure.
Next question is, how many people are allowed per room?
That is a question. Louie?
Hi, the maximum per room is 4 people.
Okay, great. Thanks, Louie.
All right. This next agent would like to attend the Kauai FAM, but does not have a roommate yet. Will you be posting a list of people looking for a roommate for the FAMs?
Okay, we don't, the staff, we don't do the matchmaking, but I do recommend that you go out on the NACTA Digest and post something there. That's probably the best way to get a roommate. I know there are people looking, and that FAM is close to selling out, so there are single registrations, and we can always convert that to a double for you as well.
Okay. Do you have a page that has Deanna's phone number on it? Or I can type it in the box.
I can tell you my phone number. It is 1-808-365-5612, and I think Bob is sharing that right now.
I'm keeping Deanna busy for the next day or two, or she's keeping me busy. So if you don't get an answer right away, my email might be just as quick.
Email. You're welcome to email me as well.
Okay, Lorene, we're ready for the next?
Yep, absolutely. Can you show the link again? People are asking about how to sign up for the post-FAMs with their spouses or otherwise.
NACTAconference.com. Everything links off NACTAconference.com. Lisa's really done a comprehensive job with getting everything on there.
Okay. And that was the last question. All the rest of the questions can be answered by going to that website that you just mentioned.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Lorene. We'll give another moment or two for questions, but for the prizes, what we want to do is have all of our travel agent members that are on the phone that are currently registered and on this webinar and stayed on the webinar to the end. You're eligible. And for those that haven't registered, we want to make sure that you're eligible to win also. So we're going to draw Deanna and I tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Anyone who is registered for the conference that was on this webinar between now and then, and anyone who is on this webinar that's registered. The two wonderful prizes that we have is dinner for two at Ray's on the Bay, the signature restaurant here at the Sheraton Kona, and you literally see Ray's on the Bay. So it's really kind of neat from that. And a wonderful Hawaii Island gift basket. So many good and tasty things come from this place. Any other questions, Lorene?
That was the very last one. Let me take one last look. Lots of great webinar comments for you. Yep, everything else we found on that website, including all the post-FAMs as well as the pre-FAM. I also want to give a shameless shout out for the Adventure FAM. If you are going to do the Adventure FAM, I will be the host, and I would there.
Lorene, are you there?
I am here.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else before we close out?
No, I don't know. Lisa, Don, Ann, if there's anything you would like to add, my colleagues.
Bob, hi, it's Ann. I just want to thank you very much for a very good, thorough presentation and our friends on Hawaii, and for being over there to make it a really spectacular event. And I look forward to welcoming everybody over there in November.
Great, yeah, and Ann, thank you for pushing and making this all happen. Ann's been a great president for NACTA and a great friend of Hawaii and a great person to work for. So mahalo to you, Ann, and to Chris and Uwe upstairs. We'll see you in a few minutes, and Deanna next to me. If you do email any of us, we're going to be here working for the next couple of days, so the response might not be till the weekend, but know that we're really looking forward to seeing everyone in Kona. So we'll say mahalo and mahalo nui loa to all. Have a great day.